Why did Abraha hate the Kaaba? So much, Abraha was furious that the Kaaba had become the most sacred place for all Arabs. People from all over Arabia would come to Mecca to worship, and a few people were making a lot of money because of this. What made Abraha even angrier was that the people of Mecca were poor, had no king, and no government. Yet they had become the center of attention in the entire Arabian Peninsula. Before attacking, Abraha built a magnificent church in Sana'a, the capital of his kingdom Yemen, so that people would stop going to the Kaaba and come to his church instead. But this plan failed badly. Abraha had only one option left: to destroy the Kaaba. Abraha wasn't born in a royal family. He was actually a slave of a small businessman in a small Roman Empire city. The real issue was the long-standing conflict between Yemen and Habasha, modern-day Ethiopia. Yemen was dominated by Jews, while Habasha was a Christian land. Eventually, the Jews attacked Christian areas, causing massive destruction. This angered the Roman Empire, which was a Christian superpower at that time. To help their Christian brothers in Habasha, the Romans supported a campaign to destroy the Jewish kingdom in Yemen. They sent a slave general named Abraha, who led an army of 100,000 and completely crushed the Jewish forces. After this victory, Abraha became very powerful. He separated Yemen from Habasha and ruled independently. The king of Habasha got angry and sent an army to punish Abraha, but this army killed its own general and joined Abraha's forces instead. Abraha now became the most powerful king in Arabia. His influence spread throughout the region, except for one thing: every year, thousands of people still went to Mecca for pilgrimage to the Kaaba. So Abraha thought, what's the big deal? I'll build a grander place. He built a luxurious church in his capital, decorated with the world's finest jewels. It became the most beautiful building in Arabia. The Arabs had never seen anything like it, but still, no one came to worship there. Everyone continued going to the Kaaba. After spending so much when his plan failed, Abraha gathered an army of 60,000 soldiers and marched toward the Kaaba to destroy it. So far, everything in this story is recorded in both Islamic and historical texts based on ancient Arab inscriptions. Abraha was indeed a powerful king, although earlier sources don't mention his attack on Mecca. However, some recent discoveries in Jewish inscriptions suggest otherwise. Abraha wanted to destroy the Kaaba so people would come to his church instead. As he approached Mecca, he summoned the chief of Mecca, Abdul-Muttalib, and spoke to him. Abdul-Muttalib requested the return of his captured camels. Abraha laughed and said, "I thought you were a brave man, and you're only worried about your camels?" Abdul-Muttalib replied, "I am the owner of the camels. The house, Kaaba, has its own lord, and he will protect it. But know this, no one has ever been able to harm it." The next day, Abraha ordered his army to attack, but his elephant refused to move. No matter what they did, the elephant wouldn't take a step forward. Then suddenly, birds appeared in the sky. Each bird carried small stones in its beak. These birds had never been seen before or after that day. The birds targeted the soldiers and dropped the stones on them. Historians suggest that this may have been a severe form of smallpox, as the soldiers' skin would burn and peel off as soon as the stones hit them, even exposing their bones in some cases. In this state, the army fled. Abraha's massive force was completely destroyed. The Quraysh of Mecca became famous throughout Arabia. People started to see them as the new leaders of the region. More and more people began visiting the Kaaba each year, and the annual fair of Ukaz grew even bigger. The wealth of Mecca multiplied many times over. That same year, something miraculous happened. One day, the eternal flame of the grand Zoroastrian temple in Iran, which had been burning for years, suddenly extinguished.